Hi there, this is Fixed It. This is a fantastic mother rabbit and baby statue that my wife bought that broke. And in part 1 of the video I show how I prepared the 2 rabbits for fixing. In part 2 I'm going to reshape the rabbit's arms to ensure that they fit together and then secure them and glue them. Okay, let's try again. Try and get that in there as deeply as I can. And then see whether or not they will go into mummy. And they do. They're not bad actually. Mummy needs widening as well. But as you can see, they're beginning to come together quite nicely. So I just need to widen the ones on the mother rabbit. Getting there. Still a little tight. I think that one's actually in an angle, so I think I'm going to have to go on that side of it. Getting very, very close. Okay, I'll work on that a bit more. Getting really close. Getting very, very close. This one needs to go deeper. Ooh, that's so close. So close. As you can see, it's getting very close. So is these last bits. But as I say in other videos, don't rush this last bit. Seriously. It's really easy to think, oh, well, I'm close, I'll just rush it. You know, I'm nearly there. And lose your concentration, and before you know it, you've destroyed all of the work you were doing, and also destroyed the job you were actually trying to fix. It's so easy to do, really. That one's just about meeting. This one's just about meeting. See if it'll stand. Oh, it stands. Just a little bit more on this side. That side's virtually invisible. And of course you can fill these little gaps, some putty, and then smooth it and paint it. The hardest bits is going to be matching the colour, but that is really, really close. That's just about there. I'm really, really pleased with that. You can even pick the rabbit up. As you can see, even without glue, that's repaired. The glue I've decided to use for this project is what's called 5-second UV glue. So what I need to do is to put some drops of the UV glue in the bottom of the holes I've made in this baby, and then what I will do is, once I've put quite a bit of glue in there, I will then put the screw in and put some UV light on that. Although the UV light will only fully cure the glue on the outside, such as the refractive index of the glue, the light will travel down the threads of the screw. It will cure it partially, and this glue will cure itself fully in 24 hours. So I'll leave this to cure overnight. Having glued and screwed the baby's arms, we now need to fit the two together and do the repair to the broken part of the mother's arm, which I created when I slipped with the drill with it on high revs. And now what I'm going to do is to take some of the UV glue and to put it onto the thread and around the edges of the small piece that I broke off. You don't need a lot of this glue, just make sure that the surfaces are gently coated and that the glue goes into the grooves. Once you've covered it, what you need to do is to put the missing piece back in place and then just gently pat it down. The good thing about this UV glue is you can continue to work with it for as long as you like, and it won't set until such time as you apply UV light. And if it starts to get dry, I can just supply some more glue and continue with the positioning process. A few seconds of UV light is enough to initially set the glue. It says 5-second glue, but I usually leave it for 10 or 15 seconds, and you can see that it's changing because it actually begins to change colour and becomes cloudy white rather than as clear as water. As I turn the torch off, you'll see the white. Now it looks like there are two very large gaps, but in fact there aren't. That's just glue that's come out from the joint. The best thing to do once you've done this is then go over and fill any more of the gaps that you have with the UV glue and then set it and basically build it up until it's the same level as the rest of the design itself. The great thing about using this glue is that it sets so quickly that you can rapidly build up as many layers as you like, and you can take your time and just do literally a few microns at a time until you get the desired effect that you're looking for. Whereas with normal glue, you're applying it, gluing it, discovering it's wrong, smashing it apart, or the glue just piles up and up and up, and then you have to do a lot of work afterwards. Although the glue is set after about 15 seconds, it's not actually cured and fully strong until about 24 to 36 hours later. So don't put too much of a strain on it as you're doing this process. Be gentle with it, and once it sets fully, it will be really good. If you want to reduce the likelihood of the repair becoming visible, then what you need to do is to take the shine off the glue, because the shine will draw your eye to the repair that you've done. So before the glue sets, if you rub it with your finger or with a piece of cloth and move around the entire break in the statue, then when it dries, it will dry without the shine. So I've left it 48 hours to cure fully, and now what I'm doing is I've got a small piece of sandpaper and I'm rubbing each of the repair fixes with the sandpaper. This will take off any additional shine, and it will also smooth off any high points that become easily visible to the eye. This is a really good way of finishing it, but just be really gentle as you do it, because what you don't want to do is end up rubbing off any of the paint or the design and end up damaging the statue further. But as you can see, it's looking really good. There is this small nodule of glue. Now I could take a file to that, but it'll still be white. So what I've decided to do is to just leave it, because the onlooker won't know whether or not that's actually part of the rabbit's arm or whether or not it's a repair. And if it's a part of the rabbit's arm, then they'll be happy to see it. But if I keep rubbing to try and fix it and I actually make a white V or cut into the rabbit, they'll know that that's actually a defect. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to check out the video description, as there'll be some hints and tips in there, including some of the tools I used. And don't forget to check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye.